Jennifer bit her lip. That's cold, Mia.
Good.
I'm tired of being the naive girlfriend who got played. But how are you going to get Lena to go along with this? You barely know her. That was true. In the 4 years I dated Ella, I'd only met Lena maybe a dozen times at family gatherings. She was always polite but distant, more interested in her guitar and her band than in making small talk with her stepsister's girlfriend. I'll figure it out, I said. There's a Battle of the Bands competition at the Echo next month. Lena's band always competes. Ella always goes to support her, well, technically to support her dad, who supports Lena. If I can get Lena to help me, we could make a scene there. In front of everyone. What kind of scene? I thought about it.
A kiss.
Public, passionate, impossible to misinterpret. I want Ella to see me kissing her stepsister and feel exactly what I felt when I walked in on her and Sarah. Jennifer studied me for a long moment. You're sure about this? This isn't going to change what happened. It's not going to take away the pain. No, I agreed. But maybe it'll make me feel like I have some control again. Like I'm not just a victim. Like I can fight back. All right, Jennifer said, closing her notebook. I'm in. Whatever you need.
But Mia?
Be careful. Revenge has a way of getting complicated. I should have listened to her warning. Finding Lena's contact information was easier than I expected. A mutual acquaintance from one of Ella's family gatherings was friends with Lena on Instagram, and I was able to send her a DM from my account. Hey Lena, this is Mia. I know this is random, but I need to talk to you about something important. It's about Ella. Can we meet somewhere? I expected her to ignore it, or maybe to tell Ella I'd reached out. Instead, she responded within an hour. Hey lovelies, I know you enjoy watching me. Please hit the subscribe button so won't miss the next series. Am patiently waiting, okay? Thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate your genuine supports. Love you all. Let's continue. I heard what happened. Meet me at the Rusty Nail on Melrose at 8 p.m. tonight. I'll be in the back booth. My heart raced as I read her message. She already knew? How much did she know? And why was she willing to meet with me? I spent the rest of the afternoon trying to figure out what to wear, what to say, how to pitch this insane plan without sounding completely unhinged. By the time I arrived at the Rusty Nail, a dimly lit dive bar with vintage band posters covering every inch of the walls, my palms were sweating despite the cool evening air. Lena was exactly where she said she'd be, sitting in a corner booth with a whiskey in front of her. She looked up as I approached, and I was struck again by how different she was from Ella. Where Ella was classically beautiful with soft features and careful styling, Lena was all sharp edges and deliberate chaos. Her silver blonde hair was cut in a choppy bob that looked like she might have done it herself. Both arms covered in intricate sleeve tattoos, a small silver hoop through her nose. She was stunning in an intimidating way. Mia, she said, standing up. To my complete surprise, she pulled me into a hug. I'm really fucking sorry about what Ella did to you. I stood there stiffly for a moment before hugging her back. When we separated and sat down across from each other, I studied her face for any sign of judgment or pity. I found neither, just genuine anger on my behalf. Thank you, I managed. Though I'm surprised you're being so nice. She is your sister. Stepsister, Lena corrected immediately, her gray eyes flashing. And trust me, the fact that we share a roof at Thanksgiving doesn't mean I approve of what she did. What she did to you is fucked up. A waitress came by and I ordered a gin and tonic, needing something to steady my nerves. How much do you know? I asked once we were alone again. Lena took a sip of her whiskey. Enough. My dad told me that you and Ella broke up. I did some digging, called some people, pieced together that she'd been cheating on you while you were in London. With your best friend, no less. She shook her head in disgust. That's some next-level betrayal. It is, I said quietly, the familiar ache returning to my chest. Ella's always been good at playing the victim, at controlling the narrative. But this? Lena leaned back in the booth. This is indefensible. You were literally across the ocean, working on your future, staying faithful, and she couldn't keep it in her pants for 2 years. The bluntness of her words was oddly comforting. Everyone else had been tiptoeing around me, afraid to say anything too harsh. Lena had no such reservations. So, she continued, her eyes sharp and curious, you didn't ask to meet me just to cry on my shoulder. What do you need? This was it. The moment to pitch my plan. I took a long drink of my gin and tonic for courage. I need your help with something. Something that's probably going to sound crazy. Lena's lips curved into an interested smirk. I like crazy. Keep going. I want to make Ella feel what I felt. I want her to know what it's like to be betrayed by someone close to her, to have her world turned upside down in public. Revenge, Lena said, not as a question but as a statement. I can respect that. The Battle of the Bands at the Echo next month. Your band is competing, right? Crimson Voltage always competes. We've won twice. Why? I took a deep breath. Ella always goes to support your performances. If I showed up there with you and we made it look like we were together. Understanding dawned in Lena's eyes, followed by something that looked like genuine amusement. You want to fake date me to make Ella jealous. More than jealous. I want her to feel betrayed. The way she betrayed me with Sarah, I want to betray her with her stepsister. Lena was quiet for a moment, her fingers drumming against her whiskey glass. Then, slowly, a wicked smile spread across her face. That's cold, Mia. Really cold. I know, I said, my confidence faltering slightly. I know it sounds petty and immature. Lena's smile widened. In fact, I'm absolutely in. I blinked in surprise. Really?
Just like that.
Hell yeah. Look, Ella and I have never gotten along. She's always been this princess who looks down on my lifestyle, my choices, my music. She acts like she's better than everyone, especially me. Finding out she's a cheater and a liar? It's honestly satisfying. But more than that, what she did to you is wrong. You seem like a good person who got completely fucked over. If I can help you get a little payback while also taking my stepsister down a peg, I'm absolutely here for it. Relief flooded through me. Thank you. God, thank you. I wasn't sure you'd agree.
Please.
This is going to be fun. Lena pulled out her phone. Okay, so Battle of the Bands is 4 weeks away. That gives us time to build up to it, make it look believable. We'll need to be seen together, post some stuff on social media. You've thought about this before, I said, surprised at how quickly she was planning. We have to know each other very well, and then, after my band performs, I'm going to kiss you in front of everyone, including Ella. My stomach flipped at the thought. A kiss. A real kiss, Mia. Okay, I said, raising my glass. Partners in revenge? Lena clinked her whiskey against my gin and tonic. Partners in revenge. Thanks for watching. Next episode uploading soon.